What's up guys, back with another video. Today an unboxing, a first impressions. We're looking at the Xbox Series X Replica mini fridge. I picked this up at Walmart. It was $48. This would be a good gift idea for this holiday shopping season. Like I said in the title, this is the Xbox Series X Replica mini fridge. This is an Xbox officially licensed piece of gear. And even though Xbox is synonymous with gaming, I think this actually works for a variety of people and will work in a variety of situations, whether that be if you need it in your car, if you're going on a long road trip and want a mini fridge to keep cans of soda or bottles of water cool. This would be great for that. Apparently it comes with a AC/DC voltage to work in the car, so you can hook this up maybe in your RV as well, but it will also be great for a basement or a home office. Again, this would be just a really good gift idea. So even though Xbox is synonymous with gamers, this mini fridge is a replica of the Xbox Series X game console, and if you know what that looks like, well, this is a pretty good example of what it looks like, just slightly scaled up because it's a replica. And actually, it is a rectangular shape, minimal, simple, clean, modern. So great actually for a mini fridge. But first, let me show you around the box, and let me just give you a quick rundown of what you can expect buying this. So I bought this at Walmart. It was $48. And what you'll actually notice looking at the front of the box is it is the mini edition. And that's because if you do a quick Google search for the Xbox Series X Replica mini fridge, Target sells it, but for $99. So this one, as you'll see on the front of the box, is an 8-can cooler mini fridge, thermoelectric. But the one at Target, the reason it's more expensive because it is a 12-can fridge. So for $50 more, is it worth it to get 4 extra cans? Probably, I would say so, especially if you plan on gaming for an extended duration or plan on having guests over in your basement or your man cave for a football game. Having that extra storage space, I think, will be important. But without further ado, let's go ahead and continue on around the box and talk about what you expect to get inside. It does include a USB port, which you can actually see from the front of the box is on the front of the fridge. You can use this apparently to charge things like your phone. And it also comes with an AC/DC voltage. It says great for taking on the road, so you can use this in your car on a long road trip or camping, or set it up in your RV. They advertise this small edition, by the way, as being a portable design. So something to consider actually is a really good point that they add the taller version for $99 at Target might be more cumbersome to take with you. This one probably maybe even better if you're considering taking this camping in your car or in your RV, or because Xbox is synonymous with gaming, and if this is something you see having on your desk, live streaming a game to Twitch maybe, this in its compact form factor might be more suitable for your desk. The only version I saw at Walmart was the 8-can version for $50. If you want the more expensive 12-can cooler, you will need to go to Target. And last but not least, the specifications on the back. This can cool drinks or items inside down to 36 degrees Fahrenheit, below room temperature, or ambient temperature is what they refer to room temperature as. In addition, as listed included in the box on the back is one shelf and one door shelf, which should imply you can remove the shelf so that you can get more space to store things like water bottles, which typically are taller than cans. This, of course, we will test out for ourselves. And last but not least is a note on the back of the box that I need to mention. It says, this cooler is not intended for continuous use. recommend you turn it off intermittently based on ambient temperatures surrounding your cooler. It will be likely that condensation will appear inside. So it sounds like what they're saying is if you run it continuously, condensation will build up. But if you continue reading, it actually says this is not a defect. Ice or frost can and will likely accumulate on the inside. And for this reason, they say to turn the fridge off, let the ice melt. So that is probably the reason. Is this a good quality mini fridge? And unfortunately, that is not something I can test today. That only time will tell. So actually, based on this note here, what I recommend is getting the warranty in case there is a defect after a year. Maybe get it replaced. Not sure how that works. And actually, what is good to see is you can scan a QR code on the back of the fridge to activate the warranty. What should come in the box is an AC/DC voltage for taking in the car. It should also include one removable door shelf and one removable shelf. Like I said earlier, you should be able to put water bottles inside. Yes, it can hold up to 8 cans, but actually the way I want to test it is with water bottles. So we'll see if those things come inside and how they work. We'll take a look around. I'll give you my first impressions and we'll see the device firsthand, and most importantly, plug it in, turn it on, and start cooling some water, and perhaps run this for a couple of hours longer to see just how long it takes to start getting that frost or that condensation they talk about. So to begin, you can get a pretty good idea the size of this fridge, perfect for the desk, which is actually where they recommend using it. What actually makes this such a great design for a mini fridge is the cooling system is on the top of the fridge as opposed to being on the back, which is where cooling systems usually are located on mini fridges. This actually should ensure less dust. Don't take my word for that, but either way, I think the fact that it's clean at the back and at the sides and the ventilation is at the top is unique. And what I was hoping, a removable door shelf. So actually, it's almost like a piece of Tupperware. If that condensation builds up and you forget to clean it and maybe a little mold builds up too, you can remove some of this stuff and really do a good clean job. But actually what's pretty cool, you'll notice it does have just only one removable interior shelf, but actually you get 2 separate slots. So if you want it higher, you can have it higher, and then of course lower if you want it lower, however you want it to be. And actually, one thing to sort of note here, kind of a design flaw, the fact that you can remove this. Where do you put it once you remove it? And what would be really nice to see is if you could maybe hang it or slide it into the shelf on the door. But as you can see, the interior shelf is actually wider than the door shelf. What you will notice actually, potentially another design flaw, is, like I said, what is really unique about this mini fridge, unlike other mini fridges, the cooling system is on top, but actually the design flaw here is all of this extra space. It's got a pretty big forehead, when in reality, maybe if the fridge was a little bit deeper with the cooling system at the back, yes, you might give up desk space with a deeper fridge, but you would actually probably have taller interior space. Not really a big deal, just something to note. And it locks when you close it. does make this so viable for so many different people for a gift this holiday shopping season. What makes this such a good gift idea as a mini fridge as well is, yes, like I said, Xbox is synonymous with gaming, but Xbox can be pretty much open to interpretation, right? Xbox, you can put pretty much anything you can imagine inside this refrigerated box, basically. So on the side of the fridge it does say Xbox. You can't really see it though. It's just sort of etched into the plastic. Again, the branding I think allows this to sort of be more widely accepted beyond just gamers, right? And because this is a replica Xbox Series X, on the back of the fridge it's just a bunch of pretend fake cutouts for USB ports and controller ports, but real ports at the top for the AC/DC, and for turning the fridge on and off is a switch. So a couple of gimmicky things on the back, but nonetheless, as you can see, with just a couple of things at the very top that actually power the fridge on and connect it, pretty simple to set up. No knobs or anything to set the temperature, it's just one temperature. All we need to do at this point is plug it in and let it cool down and see how long it takes. So let's go ahead and do that now.